Councilman Britt Dye of Fayetteville Public Utilities and see what is going on and what they are planning for this evening. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, you had a little break, Britt, but I'm afraid you're going to have to face it again.
Yes, sir, that's what we understand under the winter storm for this afternoon and tomorrow morning, and like you were mentioning earlier, till 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're just going ahead and restocking everything on our trucks and preparing again, and maybe we won't have as much mixed participation as we did, on the precip that we've had earlier.
If I can give you any good news at all, it's saying now that it should be pretty much a snow and sleet accumulation, not a freezing rain accumulation.
Well, that'll help us out right there, as long as we don't have the freezing rain. But the the roads are still a little slick out in the county, especially where we've been working in the last couple of days. But we finally got everybody back on, except some isolated cases. Everybody was in before 7:30 last night.
Well, that's good. That's good. And if we don't have any freezing rain, then maybe we won't have any power outages, at least none to speak of. The best thing I can tell people is the snow's a whole lot better on you than the rain.
Yes, sir, that's correct. And we just got some, was riding parts of the system yesterday, just see how much damage, was still left from the hanging branches and all from the ice. So we just hope that maybe they'll stay a little bit longer before they fall out and break and tear our lines down. But we're trying to trim up what we can that could cause major outages.
I noticed coming in this morning, since the temperature has not been above freezing, I noticed coming in this morning there's still a lot of limbs hanging low. And until that ice can melt and get off of them, they're going to hang low, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, we just hope maybe we can get most of them, cut back before they do break. And, these pine trees and these some of these oak trees, they carry a lot of weight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know you guys are tired, but I know you're going to do the best you can to try to keep things going. Thank goodness, Britt, that we're not having to deal with what Texas is having to deal with.
Yeah, I saw that again on the news this morning, and, it's pretty devastating down there, and they still got millions of people without power, but it's just something unusual. But, we're having some unusual, very low temperatures here as well, so it's just something different.
Different, and just shows me that we live in an area where our folks are prepared as much as they have the ability prepared. I'm not saying that Texas wasn't prepared, but I suspect not many people down in Corpus Christi and Brownsville and Huntsville, Texas, and San Antonio were anticipating single-digit temperatures and all this snow and ice.
Yes, sir, I agree with that. But like I said, it's just abnormal temperatures and cold weather. It's moving all the way across through here, and I'm just glad what we did have came up from the south instead of from the west, because if it came straight across the west, it would have been a lot worse than what we got it right now.
Right. Well, if we can just get through the week, by the weekend, things ought to become a little bit more normal as far as temperatures and precipitation and so on.
Yes, sir, and I look forward to that. It's springtime. Springtime's right around the corner. I'll be glad when it gets here.
You get here too quick, can you?
I cannot.
I agree with you 100%. This morning it was easy to get in the radio station, but yesterday morning when I got here, there was a tree about halfway across the driveway, so at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm out there trying to figure out how to move the tree while I'm trying to figure out how to keep standing up.
That's right. It's dangerous.
I couldn't get any leverage on that tree because I couldn't find a place that I could stand. So I understand. I'm with you wholeheartedly, my friend. I can't wait for March and April to arrive, but we got to deal with this, and I want to encourage the people again, be safe. Now, as I said earlier this morning, I live so close to Highway 431, no one can go by my opinion as to what the secondary roads look like. 431 is great. Malina Road was great up until I turned into the station. I don't know what it's like beyond here. So Britt and his people have been out, and I'm sure they know what it is. So if they say the roads are still in difficult condition, you better believe that.
Yes, sir, they are. And that's what hurts us sometimes, when some of these rural areas out there is it's pretty slick and still dangerous, and our guys are working. They're going to work as hard as they can work, but we got to be safe and take all the precautions we can to keep everybody safe.
Well, I get concerned for your guys. I mean, they're dealing with high-powered electrical lines. Trees could fall on them. I certainly don't have the experience that you all have, but I've cut trees before in the past and had them fall the wrong way and, come so close to being really seriously hurt. And when you're working in these conditions, I would think all those possibilities are just magnified.
Yes, sir. And, you can't never be safe enough. And it even, makes the problems more complex. But they're doing a good job.
All right. Anything else you want to share with the folks, Britt?
No, sir. Just if, the power goes out, we'll get you back on as soon as we can and as safe as we can.
Oh, I had a couple of people yesterday morning saying that they were having problems with their cable. Or how do we stand with that?
Well, we got one channel right now on the analog side, if that's what they're talking about, on channel 14, I believe it is. And we finally got some equipment in, but then it went out, so we had to order some more equipment. And we hope maybe in the next 4 or 5 days we get that piece of equipment in. But this cold weather brings on problems for the cable, especially with the connectors and those kinds of things. But we're treating it just like a power outage.
I understand. Don, you want to add anything?
No, sir. Everything's good. But if anybody needs anything, we're here 24 hours a day. Just call us, 433-1522.
All right, gentlemen, thank you again for being willing to be on the air and help people get updated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye now.
See you.
That's Britt Dye and Don Counts of Fayetteville Public